So let me show you how to use customer binning and scoring in order to determine how effective a marketing campaign may have been. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're actually going to set up a bin run, define all the criteria, the metric being used and the bin type and so on, and then we're going to run it. So imagine that this is taking place before the campaign. And at some future point after the campaign has already wrapped up, you might want to do another bin run with similar criteria, same metric, same bin type, and so on, and then compare the two bin runs to see if there's been any movement, to see if customers have moved, hopefully, from a lower bin to a higher bin. So if you're seeing a large number of customers actually move up to a higher bin, then you can be fairly confident that the marketing campaign was actually effective. Now, on the other hand, if you're not seeing any movement, most of your customers are staying within the same bin, then maybe the marketing campaign was not as effective. Okay? So let's do this. Let's go and create a new bin run. And I'm going to call this my summer ads. And this will be my first run. So I'm going to call this run 1. So for my metric type, I'm going to choose total sales. And I'm going to make this a user-defined metric. And I'll say 5 bins. And because this is user-defined, let's define our bins. So we'll keep it pretty simple. So we'll do 10,000 to 15,000, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 to some really high number. Okay? And we're not going to do any filtering. So let's go ahead and just generate. There you go. So let's show all the bins and all the customers. So you can think of this first run as your baseline run. So you want to know where all your customers are right now, right before the marketing campaign takes place. And then a few months down the road, we're going to run a similar bin run to see if customers have moved. Now for demonstration purposes, let's take a specific customer here. So it looks like in bin 1, you have a customer, Mr. Leonardo da Vinci, and he's in bin 1 right now. So again, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to create a sale for Leonardo just to make sure that he has enough sales in order to move up a bin. Okay, so let's sell him something here. And let's say it's $2,000. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just tender this and update. So of course in the real world, existing customers are hopefully coming in and buying merchandise and so on. And at some future point, you're going to do another bin run. So let's do that now. So here's the first bin run. So for the second bin run, you're going to specify all the same criteria. Okay, it has to be the same. So I'm going to call this summer ads, and I'm going to call this run 2. But everything else is going to be the same. Same metric type, same bin type, same number of bins. And because this is a user-defined, I'm going to define the same custom ranges. So 10 to 15,000, 15,000 to 20,000, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 to some high number. Okay? And then let's generate. So hopefully between this run and this second run, customers are moving up. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at run 2. And we'll show customers. Now take a look, specifically at bin 2. Now Mr. Leonardo da Vinci is in bin 2. Remember, during the first run a couple months ago, he was in bin 1. So apparently he came in and made some additional purchases. If other people, other customers are doing the same thing, they're moving up bins, then maybe your marketing campaign was effective. And you can actually run reports to get at this information.